We're heading around the world in 2023, 6 continents, 39 countries, and a little bit of fun.
We are, and today's video is a life update. We're going to tell you where we're headed and what we've been up to.
We're John and Bev, and we are the Retirement Travelers.
In 2022, we spent much of our time in Europe, and we made a major change to our efforts.
We sure did. We decided at that time that one of the things we were missing in our channel and in our Retirement Travelers brand was a great website. And so we decided halfway through last year that we were going to recreate our website. We had a website, but it really wasn't a website that could grow with us. And we wanted a site that we could give you more information about where we were and what we were doing.
Yeah, and we discovered that it's a lot of work to do a website and YouTube at the same time. So we took a break from YouTube for much of the second half of 2022. I know a lot of you out there missed our videos, but we just couldn't do it all. And we really wanted to have a good website.
Yeah, we wanted a website that could grow with us for the next 10 or 20 years.
20 years?
20 years.
We
may travel for 20 years, who knows. But what we wanted to do was to create an opportunity that you could go to our website and see where we had been and what to do in a specific location.
Yes, you know, we're trying to gear it toward the senior traveler. We want a single site where you can go and get inspiration and get ideas on where you'd want to travel around the world. And as we share some of our experiences and what we learned as we go to each place.
Right, and as we do research, as we travel, we read a lot of blogs. And a lot of those blogs are geared toward the 20-something. And while we think we are creating information that's useful, and they certainly create information that's useful to us, we wanted to kind of focus on the senior traveler and give you ideas of where to go and what to do that's not necessarily budget travel.
That's right. We're not staying in too many hostels. I mean, you know,
hardly any.
Hardly any. We look for bargains, you know, but we wanted to share things like train journeys and cruises and a golf course here and there, and things that people our age are interested in, especially on vacation and travel around the world.
The next thing we want to update you on is our YouTube channel.
We want to have fun. We are traveling full time. We have a website. You know, we're probably going to be less structured with YouTube and do things that bring us joy and we have fun with, and also share information about our travels.
Yeah, and sometimes we're going to bring you informational videos that explain something that we can't do as easily on our blog. For example, next week's video is about the train system in New Zealand and how you might add in some trains to your travel. Sometimes we're going to do a how-to video like we did last year with our packing video. That's useful to a lot of people, and they found value in it.
That's right. We're also going to mix it up a little bit. You've probably heard of YouTube Shorts, which is a short length video of less than a minute, and we're going to mix some of that in. We've done a few in the past, but not too many. It's a little more versatile, and we're going to try some new things this year.
And speaking of world travel, let's start with where we're at.
We are in New Zealand, in the South Island. Incredible place. We're going to spend about a month in New Zealand touring around, and after that we're heading to Sydney, spend a little bit of time there, and then we're taking a cruise across the South Pacific.
That's right. We are heading to Vanuatu, Fiji, Samoa, American Samoa, where we're going to catch another national park, and then we're heading to Bora Bora and then to Tahiti. So that should be lots of fun.
Yes, and then we're heading back to the North Island of New Zealand and do a little road trip there before heading to Taiwan and then Vietnam.
That's right. We're going to work our way through Vietnam, then we're going to Cambodia and Thailand, then we're heading up to Laos, and that's going to be a fun one.
Yes, we're going to go spend a couple nights in a tree house. We're going to zip line out to it, and we're going to look for gibbons.
That's right. And then we're going to take the Mekong River cruise down through Laos, and we're heading to Singapore after that, and then to Indonesia.
Yes, to do one of my bucket lists, and that is to go to Komodo Island and see the dragons.
That's right. We're going to go to Bali, we're going to go to Komodo Island, and then we're going north to Raja Ampat.
Yeah, some of the best snorkeling in the world there, so we're going to do that.
Before the Philippines.
Before the Philippines, yet another new country, and we're heading back to the States then. And we have after visiting with our kids and family and everything for a while, we're going to do a completely different adventure. We're heading up north to Canada, and we're going to the Calgary Stampede.
That's right. Rodeo time.
The biggest rodeo in the world.
And then we're going to take a trip across the Canadian Rockies on the Rocky Mountaineer with some good friends.
Yes, this is something that's been scheduled for several years, and we're finally getting to do it.
That's right.
And then we're heading back to Europe, Northern Europe this time. We're going to start with Ireland, Northern Ireland, and then do a road trip around the Highlands of Scotland.
That's right, during the Highland Games.
Yes, that should be fun.
And then we're heading north of there to the Faroe Islands, which is a Danish territory.
Yes, it should be. It's a group of islands. It looks fantastic.
Looks very good.
Yeah, we're very excited about that. And then we're heading to Bergen in Norway, spend some time there and work our way across the Scandinavian countries.
That's right. We're going to meet up with some friends that we actually met them in Spain this year. We took their picture, they took ours,
yes.
We struck up a conversation, and we've made friends. So
they invited us to their place there in Sweden, so that we're going to hang out with them, go to
yes.
Denmark, then head up to Finland, take the ferry across and do Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, and end up in Poland.
That's right. And after Poland, we're heading south to Turkey, where we're going to visit a couple of places, and then we're heading over to Cyprus, and then Jordan, and then we're heading over to the African continent, where we're going to do Tunisia and Egypt, which has always been on our bucket list.
Yeah, we had so much fun in Morocco this past year. We decided to go back to Africa, and then we're heading back to the Middle East. We're going to go to Saudi Arabia, Dubai, Oman, and Qatar before heading back to the States,
where we're going to go skiing with all of our kids in West Virginia.
West Virginia, that should be a blast.
So that pretty much sums up our big year.
Very big year.
But what we want you to do is to be sure you check out the website and sign up for the newsletter. This is an opportunity for you to see where we're at, kind of closer to real time, and also to see our latest content. If we're in a country, we will be posting those blogs.
That's right. The best way to support the Retirement Travelers is sign up for that newsletter and follow along.
And hit subscribe on this channel.
And of course, smash the like button.
See you next time.
Be sure to hit subscribe and follow along on our retirement journey around the world.